As Nigeria celebrates its 57th independence anniversary, the Minister of Interior, Lieutenant General Abdul Rahman Dambazao, has asked Nigerians to sustain the collective efforts towards maintaining and strengthening the unity of Nigeria. Mr. Dambazao emphasized the government's commitment to promoting national unity, economic growth and political development on democratic principles. He said in the past 57 years, Nigeria has made a lot of progress and positive impact not only on its citizens but also on human development globally. He enjoined all Nigerians to remain steadfast in the love and care for the country, noting that strong sense of ownership of one's country is vital to the sustainable development of any nation. Nigeria gained freedom from British colonial masters on October 1st, 1960. And Nigeria will pull out of 90 world organizations as part of plans to relieve the country from heavy financial commitments. The decision formed a crucial part of the discussion reached at the Federal Executive Council meeting FEC just last week, chaired by the President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja. This means that the country would only be a part of international organizations considered necessary by government. Nigeria currently owes the organizations collectively more than $100 million, and its failure to meet the obligations has caused the country embarrassment. And the Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose on Thursday declared his intention to contest the 2019 presidential election under the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Mr. Fayose declared that he was in the race to win and be sworn in as the next president of Nigeria come May the 29th, 2019. He declared that the era of packaged governors or presidents come 2019 has gone forever, saying, quote, "We don't want packaged governors or presidents again. This time around, we need a very agile and experienced fellow like me," end of quote. Now, data feeds are coming through all in one place simultaneously on all of our social media platforms. You can be a part of the show. Tweet at me at KAY Alayande using the State of the Nation hashtag to join the conversation. It's prime time in Lagos, and this is State of the Nation. Welcome again, everyone. I am Kayode Alayande, and this is State of the Nation. Right behind me, you can see data feeds coming through all in one place simultaneously on all of our social platforms. We invite you to be a part of the show. Use the hashtag State of the Nation and tweet also at me at KAY Alayande. Your thoughts are much appreciated on the subjects that we're about to discuss tonight. So let's get right to it. It's already 57 years since Nigeria gained independence. By October 1960, Nigeria was undoubtedly a country with one of the brightest economic potentials, with arguably the most educated population on the continent, massive agricultural and mineral potentials. It was easy to christen Nigeria the giant of Africa. By the time the British Union Jack came down and the green, white, green was hoisted at the Tafawa Balewa Square here in Lagos, expectations within and outside Nigeria were very high that this country was set on a path of incredible all-round prosperity. Now, 57 years on, the high expectations seem to have dovetailed into disappointment, leading to socio-political agitations, coups and counter-coups, a raging civil war, and all other expressions of dissatisfaction with the status quo. But the story is not all that gloomy, as the country has made some appreciable progress. So tonight, we'll be discussing the project called Nigeria and how we have fared so far in our attempt to have a nation as against the country, a nation where there is equity, fairness, and rule of law, the rules of engagement. So joining me to discuss Nigeria's journey to nationhood in the last 57 years is the Mr. Leke Oyewole, a political analyst. Thank you very kindly for joining us on State of the Nation.
Thank you so much.
So we say happy birthday, Nigeria. We've turned 57.
Great one.
What are your thoughts about Nigeria?
Well, in the past few years, we have experienced lots of challenges, be it in terms of Boko Haram, militancy, IPOB, kidnapping, and all. Yeah. I think these are mere manifestations of widespread and deep-rooted problems. They are mere symptoms. In as much as symptoms can be treated and their effects alleviated, curing the root cause of that problem is actually the solution.
You know what? I can tell you, if we pick up the tapes, videotapes or audio tapes of discussions leading to Nigeria's independence in the last 30, 40 years, yeah, you can see that the story and agitations and desires of Nigeria in discussing issues within the polity have remained the same. We don't seem to have been able to cross over to fulfillment.
That's right.
On so many fronts. Why is it so difficult?
It's because we have simply neglected what is rightful.